Las Locas. The tia that threatened to jump off of the fire escape if her husband left to the bar. The one who chased her husband around the lemon trees with a frying pan. The one who pretends to faint whenever she needs her sons to do something. The one who drinks beer and plays poker. The one who had an affair. The prima who let the ex-husband keep the kids. The prima who has taken too many husbands to count. The one who joined the army and left for years. The one who doesn't show up for family parties. The one who talks about dating women with no hesitation. The childish one who drinks margaritas on Mondays. The one that asks her mother if she regrets not taking more lovers. The one who lives out of her suitcase. Who doesn't cook or clean. Who forgets to call. Who wears red lipstick and sheer shirts to Thanksgiving dinner. The chismosa that no one tells the scandals to because she writes everything down. Tell me about that time again where you were free, when you made a mess and you were forgiven, just like we forgive the men. I'm really fascinated with the stories in my family because the older I get, they change, right? How many of y'all haven't you ever heard your mom be on the phone telling a story that you know happened differently? And then you're like, Mom, that's not, and then like you want to correct her, but you know that you're going to get the look. But there's all these stories, like my aunt, the one about the jumping off of the fire escape, is a story that was always told to like kind of like as a fact, like, yeah, your aunt's crazy. Like she tried to jump off the thing, right? And then one day I was just like, so how old were we when that happened? And she's like, well, Willie, the oldest son, was a baby. I'm like, okay, and what happened? And I'm asking for the story and nobody can give me the story. My uncle was leaving. I was just like, maybe she had postpartum and you were leaving her with the baby and she didn't know how to, like it puts these things into perspective where I'm like, oh, we gaslight the woman in my family. Like the men get to do anything and we forgive them, and then the woman asks you to stay and then all of a sudden it becomes a story to prove how crazy they are. So that's why if a guy ever tells you that their ex is crazy, dump him. Like, I'll show you crazy.